I was planning to talk about strange and weird animals that occur in Himalayan art, but then I realized that we have not really established a foundation to talk about beings. We've talked a lot about deities, we've talked about protectors, Buddhas. We've talked about a lot of figures, but we've not actually laid a foundation of how we categorize these figures within a Indian cultural, Hindu or Buddhist or Bon context. So that's a little more complicated. So really, to start with, we have two main subjects to deal with. The first subject is really is worldly beings. So we're talking about, from a Buddhist context, we're talking about the six realms of existence, represented by the Wheel of Life paintings. Now, the second main topic is enlightened beings. So the six realms of existence are composed of all beings that are within samsara, the wheel, the cycle of life and death and rebirth and suffering. Second category is enlightened beings. So within a Buddhist context, that means that they're complete Buddhas or well on their way to becoming complete Buddhas on the 10 ground Bodhisattva path. Now, back to the six realms. The six realms can actually be five realms. It depends on how you divide it up. There's no right or wrong. There's just different traditions. So we have the God realm, the Asuras, the humans, animals, ghosts, and hell beings. Now, in the Wheel of Life, they're depicted generally as either 5 sections with the two gods combined or in 6 sections. But we could probably, for practical purposes, make it into a 4-section system of placing the two gods together. The humans and animals also interact together, so humans and animals can go together. And some ghosts go with humans. So we can have gods as the first section, humans, animals, ghosts the second, and then a general ghost realm for those that do not interact with humans, and then the fourth would be hell realms. And there it gets a little complicated because we have the deep hells, and then we have the occasional hells. And the occasional hells can actually interact a little bit with the human realm, adding a bit more complexity to this topic. Now, again, we do have animals in the gods' realms. This is another slight complexity. We also have different classes of ghost. In some Buddhist traditions, they will differentiate between categories and types of ghosts. I think it's a Surangama Sutra. It lays out 16 or 17 different types of ghosts with I believe the top 3 interact with human beings. Then we have weird and mysterious animals. We have one Garuda coming out of Hindu mythology, but then we can have many different types of Garuda. Then we have Nagas. We have Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and some of these are on the human realm, some are in the underworld kind of animal realms, and some are in the heavens. Then we have the whole problem of the hell realms. Now, the hell is not a problem with interacting other than the occasional hells, but we do have the issue with the king of hell, who is actually a ghost. Because nobody is in hell unless they are put there by their karma. So the king of hell is actually Yama, and he is actually borrowed. He's actually part of the ghost realm, and he is the judge of the hells, along with his little minions are all ghosts. But then we have the problem of bodhisattvas visiting the hell realms. We have the issue of Tibetan Deloks visiting the hell realms, and then we have the problem of yogis who are experiencing the hell realms through manipulation of the veins and airs of the body. So in effect, they are going to the hell realms. So this is a bit of a problem with beings from other parts of the wheel of existence entering into hell, when it is actually said that nobody can enter hell unless it's through their own bad karma. Okay, so these are some of the problems and some of the beings that we have in the six realms of existence. Then we have enlightened beings. We have beyond worldly beings, those who have gone beyond cause and effect and suffering. And those are, first and foremost, Buddhas. Secondly, just generally what we call deities. And often this can mean emanations of Buddhas, meditational deities, which are often emanations of Buddhas, or constructs. They're just created. They're taught by the Buddhas as a system, but they appear in a figurative form: faces, arms, legs. Then we have Dakini, Dakas and Dakinis, Vira and Virinis. Now, some of those can also be enlightened beings, but they're also emanations, or else they're Buddhas. Then we have Bodhisattvas, and it's really said that only the top three levels, I think the eighth ground and beyond, is truly you've gone beyond samsara. Okay, so this is the groundwork we're dealing with for looking at some of the various types of mysterious and weird and strange animals, along with ghosts and mountain gods and lake goddesses, etc. There are just so many different forms. But we need to have a bit of a foundation to start with before we can go into detail on any of those.